Welcome back, everybody. Today on Sportsman 101, I have a treat for all you Remington lovers out there. I'm going to talk a bit about their Model 7600 pump action rifle. This video is for those of you who are looking for a great big game rifle but don't want the bolt action everyone else seems to have. Or maybe you're in the market for one of your own, or you own one already and you'd like a little more information on it. This video was extremely fun for me to make, and I hope it gets you the information you're looking for. But if I end up leaving something out, or if you have questions by the time the video is over, just leave a comment. Like I've said before, I don't claim to be an expert in anything, but I'm here to answer the questions the best I can. So the Remington 7600 was first introduced in the early 1980s as a step forward from the Model 760. When the 90s rolled around, Remington started engraving the receivers on these rifles. A lot of them were custom engraved for certain distributors as well. 7600s are very popular in states that don't allow semi-automatic rifles for hunting because they allow for quick follow-up shots. Me, I fell in love with them when I was allowed to test one for myself and blew a stump apart with it. The very next hunting season I had one of my own, this one right here. Believe it or not, I've shot all my deer with this rifle. I love it for the handling, speed, and accuracy. And even though I haven't named this rifle, I just think that's kind of weird. I often refer to it as my firstborn child, even though I already had a rifle and shotgun when I bought it. This is the 7600 Premier F grade, which was offered from 1996 to 2003. It has fine engravings of deer on one side of the receiver and bears on the other. 7600s come in a variety of different calibers, but this one happens to be chambered for the almighty 30-06, and roughly half of all 7600s are. It weighs in at almost 9 pounds unloaded, but that includes the scope and strap. It's 42 inches long overall with a 22-inch barrel, though there are 7600s out there with 18-inch barrels as well. Now before I get too far into this video, I do need to clarify that the stock on this particular rifle is not original. About 4 years ago, my grandfather, seeing how much I was attached to this rifle, offered to checker and finish a new stock for me. In fact, his words were that I was a one-gun kind of guy, so that gun might as well be a pretty one. Anyways, of course I jumped at the opportunity, went and bought a nice piece of walnut and had it machined into a 7600 stock. Grandpa spent a winter checkering it by hand and refinishing it. The end result is what you see here, and it's really nicer than anything I could have hoped for. So like I mentioned before, this is a pump action rifle, also called a slide action. For those of you out there who don't know what that means, it means that the fore-end grip controls your action. Pulling in the fore-end opens it up to eject your spent cartridge, and pushing it back out loads up the next one and locks it into firing position. The 7600 features twin action bars for very smooth operation. There's a small button underneath the receiver on the left side of the trigger that unlocks the action to eject unspent shells or for loading purposes. It's not necessary to press this button after you fire the rifle though. It'll unlock automatically after a trigger pull. Shells are fed into the 7600 through a clip which locks into place underneath the receiver. To unlock the clip, there's another small button beneath the receiver but on the right side of the trigger. The clips that come with this gun hold 4 rounds in them, so with 1 bullet in the chamber and 4 in the clip, this gun holds 5 rounds. However, there are aftermarket clips out there that hold additional rounds. I have one here that holds 10, but I only use it on occasion, just something fun to have. The safety is a standard push button one located behind the trigger. Nothing too special about it other than that it keeps the gun from going off when you don't want it to. It's a standard Remington safety. 7600s come with standard iron sights on them too. As you can see, like most hunters, I added a scope to this one when I got it. The barrel on these guns is free floating, which means that it is only attached to the receiver and not to the stock in any way, allowing for the barrel to operate at what is known as its natural or optimal frequency. This design makes the rifle extremely accurate out at long ranges. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I found the Remington 7600 to be exactly what I was looking for in a rifle. It's fast, it's accurate, and it handles great. If you own one yourself, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, I'm aware that every hunter is different and there are a lot of different preferences out there. You guys certainly don't need to defend your guns here. They all have their qualities. But seriously, unless your name is Chuck Norris, don't puff your chest out and tell me that one bullet is all you've ever needed, unless you have the balls to only bring one bullet with you when you go out hunting. Yes, ideally we want to drop our quarry with one shot. Unfortunately, we just don't live in a perfect world, do we? Whether it's due to a jumping deer, misjudging range, or a tree stand swaying with the wind, we all need that fast follow-up shot every once in a while, whether we'd like to admit it or not. It kind of goes along with being human. So if you guys found this video to be enjoyable, let me know by leaving a like. I do have more guns I'd like to make videos on, so subscribe if you'd like to see those as well. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and happy hunting.